folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk a little bit about vintage cards, this Unlimited Counterspell in particular. I want to talk about the fact that you can get yourself some good deals at conventions, at tournaments, and that it might be a good idea to be on the lookout for those close to you, because the prices normally are a little lower than online. People want to sell during those conventions, shops want to sell, shops want to buy, and as long as there is a lot of turnover, they are quite happy. For this, I'm bringing out the Unlimited binder. I'm missing the Farmstead here, the only white card I'm still missing. For the rest, I fooled you in with the first page. I fooled you into believing that it might be a complete binder. It's not. I'm getting closer. For people who have not been to the channel yet or are new on the channel, this is my Unlimited binder. I've been trying to complete my Unlimited set for a very long time. We are actively working on it for the last couple of years. And of course, we're going to have a look at this beautiful counterspell here, and we're going to talk about what I paid and where I found it. So this is a kind of a quest for me, Unlimited, because this is the set we played with when it came to Power 9. We didn't really play with Alpha, of course, as it wasn't allowed to. The rounded corners kept Alpha from being tournament legal in the beginning, and of course I had a lot of revised, but in some decks we even played with Moxes and Black Lotus and so on, at least in the very beginning, and therefore of course Unlimited was the best option because it was the cheapest. That's why I think Unlimited is, to me, the most attractive set that includes Power 9. It's the only white bordered set that includes Power 9. And in the meanwhile, you can have a look at this wonderful counterspell. I can talk about it and say how near mint it is. I think it was classified as excellent. And I think it's very true because it looks fantastic. And what I paid for it is always something I reveal because people are very interested in actual prices. I paid $90 for it. I was looking online. I didn't find a lot. There aren't a lot for sale. And that guy had four, that shop there had four of them. I was thinking about buying the playset, but yeah, probably would have been quite an investment. You see the impression of the short one, the old school tournament in Darmstadt, southern Germany, and there a couple of tables. I think it was the old school tournament, that's right. Some Power 9 stuff like the Mishra's Workshop you saw here, dual lands, these kind of things. And he also had this counterspell, Unlimited Counterspell, along with some others. I also bought a few low-end signed antiquities cards, but I will reveal those in another video. I think I want to focus on Unlimited in this video. I love this counterspell. Counterspell was one of the first cards in my deck. I played blue. For people who don't know, we like 5 of us bought 5 revised starter decks, and then we distributed the colors among us. So one got all the black cards, one got all the green cards, the other one got all the red cards, the next one got all the white cards, and I got all the blue cards. And among those were an air elemental, a counterspell, these kind of things, water elemental. So this counterspell to me is very, very iconic, and I think to a lot of people, because it still is a very good card. Let's add it to the binder. So I was at that old school tournament, and I think, of course, it was an official vendor, and of course you still have to check your cards. You never know. You don't go back. It's normally quite a trip, and I'm flipping through the Unlimited pages here. So you have to be careful if you buy at conventions. That's the only thing I don't like. If I order from a shop online, I normally pay more, but I can send it back if it's a big store. I normally buy from 3 for 1 in Austria, and I never had any trouble. But if I would have, I could send the card back easily. and I really like that. During conventions, that's not the case. So check your card thoroughly. So I checked it for authenticity. I checked it for inking. I checked it for damage, of course, and yeah, it looked very good. $90 compared to what I saw online recently. The one or two I actually found were like 140, 150, 160 bucks. So yeah, I bought, like I said, a couple of antiquities cards as well, low end, but in total it was like 105 bucks. So I said, yeah, like, let's make it 100. He was like, yeah, sure. So that's how it goes. If you are into that old kind of stuff, and if you are into vintage a little bit at least, if you want to get some dual lands, even for your commander decks or whatever, it might be a good idea to look in the tournament agenda of your local area or a little further, look at what's going on and check out smaller, medium-sized tournaments in which people are more likely to play a lot and therefore maybe not likely to buy a lot. And the smaller tournaments like this one was not the most busy for the vendor I bought the cards at. So maybe that's why he was looking for, like, hey, I need to recoup my money for the booth or whatever. I'm not sure. It was a fair price. I don't think I got like a super duper deal, but it was, I think, to me, was one of the cheaper ones I saw recently. So yeah, buy at conventions, folks. Stay healthy, stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. I talk to you next time. Bye bye.